Hello everyone, Mark here from Visual Pro Detailing, getting all up close today because I want to demonstrate for you what a swirl mark is and how it gets there. Very simple explanation. Swirl marks are most of the time wash-induced marring. Automatic car washes using chamois that have dirt built into them, using wash mitts that where you don't have a grit guard on the bottom of the bucket and then that dirt gets into the wash mitt and then you push it across the surface. All of that creates what we call in the detail industry swirl marks. Swirl marks are the round spider web style scratches that you see in your vehicle's paint whenever you look at it in direct sunlight. I'm going to show this light on here and you can kind of see it in the video, these round scratches, and they're very unsightly. They're, it takes all the glow and the beauty out of the paint whenever you have swirl marks. And the good thing that I want to share with you, and that something that I do on a regular basis, is that these swirl marks can be removed. A lot of people think that in order to remove these swirl marks that their vehicle has to be repainted, and that's just simply not true. These can be removed through the paint correction process, and that is to where we are using machine polishers and we are lightly abrading the surface, means leveling the surface to level out all the clear coat around it so this looks flat and clean and clear. Now, there's different levels of paint correction. If you're wanting to get as much of the swirl mark removal as possible, we're going to have to do a minimum of a 2-stage paint correction, especially with swirl marks kind of as bad as this vehicle. In this vehicle, I'm actually going to be doing a 1-stage paint correction. I'm going to be removing about 80 to 90% maybe, because this is a Nissan and it has fairly soft clear coat, so I should be able to get good correction out of it. But in order to get 90% plus removal of all the defects, all the deeper scratches, stuff like that, you really need to go to a 2-stage paint correction, and that's where we do a full compound step and then we follow it up with polish. That sort of appointment can take anywhere from 8 to 12 hours very easily just in the paint polishing and the correction part of it, and there's been times that I spent significantly more than that in order to get as many of the defects out as possible. And if we're doing a multi-stage paint correction, if you come to me and say, Mark, I want you to get as many of the defects out as possible. I want it as close to brand new clear coat as possible. I can't guarantee you I can make it look brand new, because there are defects and issues in paint, especially in older vehicles, that simply cannot come out. Short of taking it to the body shop and respaying the entire panel. But if you're looking for 95% plus correction, we would need to go to a multi-stage correction, and that's where I'm compounding it over and over and over again to get as much as of the defects out as possible, and then following it up with the polish to refine the surface after all of the compounding. But swirl marks are there. Swirl marks happen. Most vehicles on the road have swirl marks, but they are unsightly. They do take away from the aesthetic appeal of your vehicle. If you have a darker color vehicle and you're wondering why you don't have that gloss anymore, why you don't have that shine anymore, it's likely because you have a lot of swirl marks and you have a lot of wash-induced marring in the clear coat, and it needs to be polished out in order to get you that glass-like finish and that wet look whenever you look into the vehicle and you wanting to see your reflection really clear again. We have to remove those defects. It can be done. If you'd like to get a quote for some paint correction, and I highly recommend, if you're going to invest the money and time that it takes to have the paint correction done, add at least a 2-year ceramic coating on top of it. That's going to help reduce the reapplication of these swirl marks, and we'll also talk about how to properly wash the vehicle, how to maintain it, how to stay away from brush car washes that slap up against you. If you take care of the vehicle properly after the swirl marks are removed, the odds of them coming back are very, very small, or if they do come back, they're going to be very, very minor and very unnoticeable compared to whenever we first had to do all the swirl mark removal and paint correction. You can go to my website, which is visualprodetailing.com, swirlmark.com. You can actually contact me through the website. There's an online contact form there. You can sign up to a mailing list if you like, where I send out a lot of informational content. You can also call me directly. There's an email address and a phone number on the website so that you can get a hold of me that way. I look forward to hearing from you, inspecting the vehicle, and hopefully we can knock out some swirl marks for you and make your vehicle look like new again. Thank you so much.